Dave, what's good, man?
What's going on with you?
Hey, first of all, man, I got to thank you for even coming through and showing some love to Cutnline here at Chirac Magazine Studio. Definitely appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, man. Thank you as well, too.
Hey, so for the people that ain't familiar with, I even messed up. I said Dave, and it's Greg. You know what I'm saying? Let's start right there. So I know we had a couple conversations. I was like, what's up, Dave? Or I called you Dave, but your name is Greg. And the reason I called you Dave is because that's the name of your shop.
Yeah, the Barber School, yes.
Yeah, so what's the name of the shop?
The name of it's a school, so the name of the school is Davis Cave Barber Academy. And you want to know the reason why
it's called?
Why
your name is Greg.
And why the school
Well, first of all, tell everybody where the Barber Academy is at.
It's located in it's 300 North Milwaukee, Lake Villa, Illinois. About 15 minutes west of GURNEE, Illinois.
So was it always a Barber Academy, or was it a barber shop in the beginning?
Originally, it was a barber shop, but during COVID times, we decided, before COVID, we were going to open up a school in Chicago. But then when COVID happened, we took some hits, so we had to restructure our deal on the school, and we just converted our old shop into a school.
Oh, okay. So are you originally from Chicago?
Yes.
What part?
The west side.
West side is the best side, huh?
The only side that I really recognize.
That's what's up. So, man, before we get into the shop and everything, just give the people a little history about yourself and where you came from and where you grew up at.
I grew up on the west side of Chicago. Just about pretty much everywhere, but mainly Chicago Avenue and St. Louis up through that way. Mainly Chicago Avenue and St. Louis up through that way. And also K-Town. Shout out to the K.
That's what's up. Where you go to school at?
I went to Paul Robeson back when it was an alternative school. And grammar school I went to Tilton, which is in the K.
So what was it like growing up in Chicago, man? What year was you, the years you spent there? Where was you at down there? What time?
Like from 90, pretty much all the way from the time I was born all the way up until like 2006.
Okay. So what was it like growing up down there?
It was good. I mean, it's good. I go back. I'm always in Chicago. I get to visit a lot of my friends that I grew up with in grade school and also in high school. So it's just the same as it's always been in Chicago.
So is that where you got the inspiration and the motivation to be a barber?
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah. I would say just growing up in the culture, in Chicago, and just wanting to do something different than what I saw everybody else doing.
Right. So I mean, if you ain't from Chicago and you looking at Chicago from a social media point of view, man, Chicago look crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Was it like that where you was growing up at?
I mean, my time and the times today is a lot different. But no, it wasn't like that. The violence and the way things set up now is different from when I was growing up. When I was growing up, it was more about money. Now it's more about, I don't know what it's about. I ain't involved in what's going on in the city right now, so I can't say. But I know for my time, from the 90s all the way up until the early 2000s, it was about money for us. So.
And now it's just a whole lot of craziness.
Yeah, now it's pointless acts for clout, I think, if you ask me, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's crazy. So how you end up in opening up a business in Lake Villa, Illinois? That's like what, 40 miles from Chicago?
Yeah, it's about 40 miles from Chicago. I lived out in Lake County area for some time, and I was traveling from and to Chicago. And then to be honest with you, that question is maybe a story for a different segment or a different setup. But yeah, it was just an opportunity had came, and I just jumped on it. I went to barbering school. learned the trade. Once I graduated barbering school, like a month later, I went and opened up my first shop in Lake Villa, which was the one that's now the school. Stayed there for about 10 years, cutting hair, and then I wanted to expand in some way and just open up like either another shop closer to Chicago because I always wanted to get back to the city, and open up another shop out this way. So I figure, I'll open up a school. I'll go back to school to get my teacher's license, and then open up a school that way I can recruit my own barbers to work at my shops. But I end up opening up a school, and I just fell in love with that. And I think if I do open up some more shops, it'll be late in the future. But my goal is to open up more schools.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. So it's safe to say that you enjoy what you're doing with the school and teaching the people how to cut.
Absolutely. It's the best. It's the best decision I made, like ever. Like just having a school, watching people grow and learn. Seeing how people come into the program one way, not knowing how to cut hair, and just finding their lane throughout the whole school process is something that's amazing to watch.
That's what's up. So, how did you come up with the name Dave's Cave and your name is Greg?
Well, I named the school after my firstborn son, which is David. So that's where that came about. I was considering franchising out for the shop originally, but I just didn't want to pay franchising fees. And I'm like, well, if I'm gonna leave something for my kids, let me leave it so that they know it's theirs. And David's Cave was brought up, and also it's also a biblical meaning behind it as well. So like in the Bible, there's a scripture where David and a man of valor went into a cave one way where they was beaten, battered, and bruised, and then when they came out transformed. So my son name and that is the two main factors why I named it David's Cave.
That's a unique name that you got, and I really like the meaning, you know what I'm saying, behind the name. I'm messing with that. I like that a lot. So as a barber, how does what you do contribute to the well-being and the self-esteem of your clients?
It contributes a lot. I think that 2 weeks, that 1 week that people come in and the in-betweens, especially for men because we deal with so much, it's important. Really, if you think about it, as men, we don't really have no outlets to vent to. When we home, we really can't talk about our problems to our significant other because they may not understand them. When we at work, we can't talk about our problems to our employer. So who do we have? We have barbers. We have the culture, the whole barber community to express how we feel, what's going through, what we got going on in our mental, which we don't have a lot of outlets for. So I feel like it's important. You know, it's important. It's important to the clients, and it's an important field to be in.
Yeah, because just having somebody to talk to as a man, you know what I'm saying, can make a lot of difference. And especially having somebody to talk to that you ain't got to really, you know, worry about using what you said against you or going back telling somebody your business. And,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's like one of the most, well, you know, important things when it comes to a man really expressing himself. I would think that's why like a lot of dudes don't even open up because, you know, people use it against them or they run back and tell everybody.
Right, and that's 100% true. It's easier for people to talk to a perfect stranger than it is to talk to people that they close to, because people that they close to, they do kind of harvest stuff or they'll hold it against them. Whereas as a barber, you know, you kind of got that confidentiality, unwritten confidentiality clause where we ain't gonna never speak on this. Whatever you talk about, we ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Unless you bring it back up again, we'll never speak on it again.
Right.
So, you know, it's your business. We understand that you sometimes need to say how you feel or, you know what I'm saying, get some stuff off your chest, whether it be from work, whether it be from home, whether it be from dealing with your children. We understand because we're human too. So we get it, and we know that it's not always easy to open up and talk to people.
That's facts. So how do you even cultivate that type of relationship with your clients? Because, it's hard for men to trust anybody. You know what I'm saying? Let alone it might be, they first time, second time, just coming to you, getting their hair cut. How do you, cultivate that kind of rapport? How do you make them feel comfortable with talking to you about things in their life?
I think it's just a time thing. Like, the more you get to know someone, the more they open up. And it works vice versa. It's not just a client-barber thing. It's a barber-client thing. Barbers open up to clients too as well. And that's where that's where it began at. So it's more of a mutual thing. So I would say that it's like developing a friendship. I always start the first, second, third, or fourth haircut. Sometimes it'd be years later when people just open up. They at their breaking point. They don't know who to talk to or who to communicate with, and you just happen to be that person.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. It's always important to really just be that ear. You know what I'm saying? People need that. You know what I'm saying?
Just listening to them.
Just listening, because you don't even have to have an opinion about what it is they saying. And a lot of times they might not even, really be looking for an opinion. They just need somebody to talk to.
Just need somebody to talk, just to get it off their chest. Just to, man, this is what I'm going through. They got layoffs at the job, and I don't know, I might be on the chopping block. You just never know. Somebody parent passed away, somebody child passed away. Like, people go through stuff every single day. And the number one people that they communicate with the most about it is barbers, because they see us on a consistent basis.
That's what's up. So in the barber industry, just, haircuts, they change a lot. You know what I'm saying? There's always something coming out. Like, I was talking to some guys, and they was saying how, they was cutting when you couldn't hide your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of hating on the, the Beijing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fibers. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things went out. They'll say that they're a better barber, you know what I'm saying, than a person that used those things, because you couldn't hide the mistakes you made. What's your opinion about that?
My opinion about that is Jay-Z got a line. He say, it's okay for me to say that, right?
Yeah.
Jay-Z got a line. He say, what he say? Old niggas. Tupac used to wear a nose ring too. Like, styles come and go and they change. You need to change with the times. Don't hate on the younger generation, because that's what they choosing to do. Either get with the times or just, like, stick with what you've been doing. But you ain't got to throw shade or hate.
Right.
Like, that's never a good look on somebody that's been in the profession for as long as they say and could do better than them young people. If you can do better, just do better. You ain't got to never speak on it.
Right. So how do you stay creative when everything is changing like it does? What's your motivation to stay creative and keep up with the times?
I think for me, I try to stay in tune with the times, because the barbering game is forever changing. So it's never gonna be one way. Like, think about how they used to do fades back in the 80s. It used to be just a straight line across your head.
Right. They weren't even knocking the line out.
Right. What's the name of that movie? What's his name? Denzel Washington. Not Denzel
Blade.
Washington. Yeah, Blade.
Yeah.
They was rocking them styles back in the day. So if you one of them barbers, man, you way behind the times. You ain't touching these shorties nowadays. So
right.
So I try to stay in tune with what's going on in the industry. One, because I'm a leader in the industry, because I have a school, and then just like it from the time I started barbering, it's always been evolving. I've never seen it stay consistent, from the burst phase to just the different type of way people are coming. When it comes to cutting hair, you want to be right in that area. Otherwise, you're gonna fall behind, which means you're gonna start losing money. Because just because you don't like something, don't mean the general public don't either.
Right.
So you got to follow what the public want.
Exactly. Not what you like.
Yeah, not what you like. You can be the best at not doing it, but if the public say I want enhancements or whatever, if they want dye, if they want whatever the industry is calling for, you got to do what the public want, because they're your customers. So,
or whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
You know what I don't like that barbers do? Well, I ain't even gonna say that barbers do. Just what is a trend right now? And I think it's corny. Just my opinion.
Go ahead.
It's the chalk line, bro. How they put the white line around the line and then your beard. Come on, man. What you think about that?
I think in this industry there is a lot of gimmickal things, I guess, that people do just to add a little more flavor or a little more oomph to what they doing. I wouldn't say I don't like it. I don't do it, so I can't say. I can't see the difference in between getting a nice, clean, crispy lineup versus with the chalk line. But, it could be one of those things that's not really popping right now. 3 years down the line, it's going to be the number one thing. Do the chalk line around.
Right.
So, but right now I'm going to say sometimes people just add different things in for their clients to make the experience more.
Right. I had another barber in here that I was talking to, and he explained to me where the chalk lining came from. He was telling me that it came from the women getting their eyebrows arched. And he said that the person arching the eyebrows used to outline the lady's eyebrows with the white lining. That's where it came from. And then barbers just adapted it and started putting it around their lining to make it look crispy.
Yeah, because it brings out the enhancements in the haircut. But I think that originally came from New York. Maybe like 10 years ago, I was in New York and I had stopped in a barbershop, and they was using baby powder instead of chalk lines. They was using baby powder to make it look more crispier. But man, this was before enhancements was popping like that.
Right.
So I think it maybe started from there versus the eyebrows, the women eyebrows.
Can you share a memorable time, something that stands out in your barbering career?
Just a moment in time that stands out in my barbering career.
Something that maybe, you did something, or that you gave somebody a haircut that really helped them, or somebody came back and told you how much, they appreciate you as a barber, or, you was just that shoulder like we just talked about, you know what I'm saying, for somebody, or maybe just an accomplishment, you know what I'm saying, as a barber.
I got so many of those. Like, I ain't gonna lie, so many. I could give you a generic answer. Like, I remember someone gave me $500 for doing a beard before. It's a lot of generic answers, but I'm gonna give you the most.
$500 for doing a beard.
$500 for doing a beard.
Man, all you gotta do is tell us about that one.
No, I'm gonna tell you about that, man. It's plenty of money in the barbering game, though. But what I will tell you is something that still inspired me today. The first school that I went to, which was UNEX Barber Academy, they are no longer open right now. But there was a gentleman which was one of the instructors, Bob Hood. He told me, as a matter of fact, it was his mother that came up with this slogan, 5 fingers is worth a million. And I kid you not, I still remember that to this day. And I carry that on telling my students, like, you can make a lot of money in the industry. You can make a ton of money in this industry. So them 5 fingers is worth a million. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you do, what you put into the barbering culture and into whether it be doing videos or TikToks, you're going to get back 100-fold. You know what I'm saying? So them same 5 fingers you using to cut hair, them same 5 fingers you using even to create content or cut edit videos and stuff like that, man, it's worth a million. So like I kind of that was one of those moments that I'm like, okay. And then as I went on in my profession to open up my own shop and now my own school, I feel like that stands out the most. So yeah, that's like a memorable moment for me.
That's what's up. 5 fingers is worth a million.
Yeah, 5 fingers is worth a million.
I feel that.
And that actually came from his mom, which was the owner of New Image.
Yeah, Effie.
Yeah, Effie. Okay, so
Yeah, for sure.
So so shout out to them, man.
Yeah, shout out to Effie. That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up. I've seen on social media
Okay.
that you got a barber event coming up.
Yes. DCBA, Davis Cave presents the main event. We're going to have Corporate and Skin Bone come out, 2 cash bars. We got a DJ Granddad going to be DJing. It's going to be a live event, and it's I think it's like I want to say it's the first event, the first barber competition in Lake County, because I know there have been a few of them, but I can tell you this is going to be like, it ain't going to be like none of the others. This right here is going to be a real turn up,
So you got Corporate there.
Yeah, I got Corporate and Skin Bone.
And Skin Bone.
Yep.
Two of the hottest content creators coming out of Chicago.
Yes.
That's
yes.
what's up.
It's gonna be a site to it's gonna be a decent little vibe.
So what they doing? Is it gonna be like a stand up comedy show, or are they hosting these?
So we got some comedians coming in, and then they gonna be the host though. Him and Corporate's gonna be dually hosts by Corporate and Skin Bone. So they're gonna be doing their thing. I just gave them creative control over what they want to do and say and how they want to manage their portion. So they got 3 hours to do what they want to do.
So you doing a barber competition too?
Yeah. At the same time, that's when the barber competition will be going on. So it'll be live entertainment, and also the barber show will be going on at the same time.
So what barber categories are you having?
We got most creative fade, I believe, best drop fade, and design.
So 3 categories?
Yeah, 3 categories.
And
then we also have a student competition.
In the student, you gotta have a student competition.
Yeah, so if all y'all in school and y'all want to come try some of my students up at Davis Cave, come on through.
What's the grand prize?
Well, it varies anywhere from $250 to $500.
And I thought I seen something on there that you were saying they got the opportunity to win a scholarship at your academy.
I don't know if we're doing that now, because we were supposed to be raffling off tickets for that portion, but it just got kind of busy with everything. It took a lot, because it's really a big event. Even though it seems small, it's actually a big event. So it was taking a lot, and we just come promote those raffle sales as well as we want. So I think we decided to take that off, but we may do a partial scholarship during the event.
Oh, okay, my man. The event don't seem small to me.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? It seemed like it seemed like a big event. It's gonna be real nice.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It look like you're gonna have a real good turnout. We gonna do the best we can to help and make sure you get a good turnout. So all y'all that's listening, barbers, Chicago barbers, Milwaukee barbers, you dig, man? Show up and show out, because it's going down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The main event, you know what I mean? Tell them where it's going to be at. It's
going to be at the Holiday Inn Convention Center in Gurnee, Illinois, the Grand Ballroom. Just you can get your tickets on Eventbrite. DCBA presents the main event.
That's what's up. Hey, before we get out of here, man, tell the people how important, you know what I'm saying, barbers is to the culture.
I mean, like what we do, we putting out like 90% of the population out here, cause doing something out here, man. We creating kids. We out here. We important to the culture. We important to the hip hop. We important to everything. What Jalen Rose say, man? If you ain't paying your barber $100, man, do something with yourself. So we all over. This is the new trend, barbering.
That's what's up, and the barbers is here to stay.
For sure.
Ain't going nowhere.
True.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Tell the people where they can find you at, where they can get any information that they want pertaining to the barber school, and whatever kind of questions they got, how they can be answered.
Okay, well, if you have any questions, you can go to our website, daviscavebarberacademy.com, and that's where all that information is. And you can call or email us at any time from that website. And we located at 300 North Milwaukee, Lakeville, Illinois, 60046.
And what about your social media?
Greg's Cave, Davis Cave Barber Academy, or Davis Cave Barbershop.
You on Facebook, Instagram?
Instagram, I believe Davis Cave Barbershop.
And what about Facebook?
Greg's Cave and Davis Cave Barber Academy.
You on Twitter? You on TikTok?
Not on Twitter, not on TikTok.
So just Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And the website.
That's what's up. Again, man, make sure y'all come through the main event, corporate, skin bone in the building, barber competition. What is it? The best drop fade, student, and what else?
Best ball fade, best drop fade, best creative cut, and best design.
Man, y'all better be glad I ain't cutting no more. Because if I was cutting, I'd definitely have to get up in that board.
You might have to come out of retirement for it, man.
I ain't got the time. I'm doing this.
Man, I just want to say I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for your love and support, and be blessed.
Man, we appreciate you. Peace.